to be focusing specifically on gut health. This has been also educational for me because I've learned some things that I didn't know as I've gone through the process of creating this this slideshow. What I hope to do is to educate everyone on tonight, maybe share something that you potentially didn't know, so that you can not just have that education in your brain, but so you can get excited about what we have and feel empowered and encouraged to share this information with other people, and also share with our friends and our family members the solutions that we have to the problems we're going to be discussing tonight. So first of all, what is gut health? Why is it important? Like, why should we care? And if we think we might be having issues, and I'll show and share some signs tonight that might indicate potentially if you are having some gut issues. If we think we are having some gut issues, what can we do about it? How can we improve it? And I'm going to try to wrap this up in 30 minutes so I don't keep you on too long tonight. So I'm going to do my best. So what is the role of the gut and why does it matter? The gut aids in digestion. It helps in breaking down food that we eat. Let me make sure everybody's muted here. Hold on. I forgot to do mute upon entry. Okay, I think everybody's muted now. All right, so it helps to break down the food that we eat, and it absorbs the parts that we need while also disposing of the waste and the parts that we don't. The pancreas and liver also help the gut along with these efforts. The gut is also the home and the host to friendly bacteria. Most of us probably know that by now. There's been a lot of talk over the last, I feel like 10 years about good bacteria in the gut. And those bacteria include lactobacillus, Bacteroides, and I'm not even going to try to attempt how to say that. These different bacteria help further aid in digestion. Okay, so what else is the gut responsible for? Now, this part is very interesting to me because we tend to think it's a separate thing, right? Like we eat our food and it goes out. And what difference does that make in the rest of our body? Well, it actually makes a huge difference. The gut is actually the powerhouse in our body. A lot of doctors now refer to it as our second brain, or the gut-brain axis. It converts food into energy. That's a pretty big deal. It delivers valuable nutrition to our bloodstream. It helps to manage waste. That's also important because you want to get those toxins and the things we don't need out. Protects against disease. It's responsible for putting our body into working order. It breaks down the foods that we eat. It absorbs nutrients and supports our body's function. It's responsible for energy production. That's huge. It's a direct link to our brain. It's responsible for 70% of the immune system. That's huge. Like, who knew that it had such... So, I mean, if you want to stay well and you want to keep yourself from getting sick, we really want to make sure that our gut is working as it should. It helps to balance our hormones. It affects our skin health, our mental health. It's responsible for toxin and waste elimination. And it's known as the master switch to our entire wellness. The gut is an intrinsic link to bettering our overall health and wellness. That's just it, plain and simple. So what happens if you have poor gut health? Well, a lot, as you just saw. If our gut is imbalanced and your immune system isn't working properly, obviously you're going to get sick more often. And also it's going to affect your serotonin, and your hormones won't work either. So which is going to make it much more healthy to stay healthy, because as we've also learned over the last several months, our hormones also affect a lot of these things too. It affects our sleep, it affects our energy, it affects how we show up every day. So if we want to have it's all connected, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, our gut is connected to our hormones, it's connected to our brain, it's connected to our immune system, it's connected to everything. So if we're not feeling well and we're not feeling balanced, this may be a big reason as to why. We should all check that out. So how do you know if you're having gut issues? One, you might have an upset stomach. You feel tired more often than not. You have trouble sleeping in general. You're intolerant to some foods. We're actually doing with some of this with my daughter right now. You might have extreme food cravings, especially with sugar. You have unintentional weight gain, skin irritations, migraines, autoimmune problems, and frequent mood changes. Okay, so maybe you're reading this list and you're like, gosh, actually, let me go back to that. Drop in the chat. Do you have any of these symptoms that you're currently dealing with? And if so, how many? Are you dealing with one of them, 3 of them, 5 of them? Drop in the chat how many of these symptoms you feel like you might be experiencing currently today. Okay, so what do we do? What steps can we take to heal our gut? If you're struggling with any of these issues and you think it might be a problem, here are some steps that you can take to have an impact on your gut. Number one, and here's the beauty of all these steps I'm going to go over. If you're having problems with your gut, these steps won't just help to improve your gut health. The great news is if you have some weight to lose, it's going to help you with that. If you're having issues sleeping, it's going to help you with that. They're like, by taking these steps, as I said, because all these things are connected, you're probably not just going to impact the one area, but it's probably going to bleed into and have a positive effect on many other areas of your health and well-being as well. So number one, limiting processed foods and sugars. We all know we should be doing that. How many calories are you drinking? Hey, listen, I am guilty. I've actually been much better. I'm very proud of myself. We noticed in our bank account how much money we were spending at Starbucks. And I know it's not good for me anyway, but I just, like, it's good. Peppermint mochas are my favorite. I did always cut the amount of syrup in half, like whatever they put in there, I would do half of that, but still it's calories I shouldn't be drinking. It's not great for me. The coffee is not even that great if you don't put stuff in it, in my opinion. So we've cut that out. So how many calories are you drinking? Are you drinking too much wine at night? Are you drinking too much Starbucks? What is it? Eating slowly. You know what's awesome about eating slowly too? Not only is it just a good habit to get in, but when you eat slowly, sometimes there's a delay in our brains being triggered when we're actually full. So like once you feel full, that's probably like 15 minutes after the fact that you actually were full. So if you slow down your eating, you take time to chew. I can totally do a better job at this. I tend to wolf my food down. If you slow down when you're eating your food, you'll give your body time to register when you're full, and you probably won't eat as much. Eliminate food intolerances. So if you know, I mean, most of us know, like there's some things like I love peanut butter. Peanut butter does not love me, and neither does anybody else after I've had it. Let's just say that. So if you are having food intolerances that you know of, just stay away from them. Like our body does a good job most of the time of telling us what we should or shouldn't be eating. Have a grocery game plan. Don't go there when you're hungry. Have a list. Make sure that you know what you're going to buy and stick to the list. Don't get distracted by, oh, that looks good, and usually the things we shouldn't be eating that we do that. Exercise regularly. Is it in your calendar? Do you have a routine? Mine's second thing in the morning. I get up. Third thing, I drink my coffee. I read my Bible, my personal development. Then I work out. That's my order every single morning. Where is exercise fitting into your daily routine? And are you making it a priority? Because exercise does great things too for the release of hormones in our body and making a difference in how we show up every single day. Make sure you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Sleep really does matter. I've heard people say, oh, I can get by on 4 hours of sleep. I don't know, maybe, but I think most people, if I go a couple of days without a good 7 or 8 hours of sleep, I feel it in my body. I can see it on my face. And the people I'm around can probably tell too. Make sure you do a good job in reducing stress. How do you do that? Maybe you go take a walk outside a couple times a day, get out in the sunlight, take some time to maybe do some breathing exercises if you're feeling incredibly or particularly stressed on a certain day. Read a book, whatever it is that calms you down, that you enjoy. Some people, it's exercise will do that for them. Just make sure that you are making an effort to reduce stress. And this shouldn't need to be said, but don't smoke. Everybody knows it's bad for you. It's bad. It doesn't just affect your lungs and cause cancer. It does so many other things as well. So just definitely stay away from that. Now, the last 4 things we're going to touch on tonight, these are the things that we have in our health and wellness shop that can help people that are having these gut issues. Do they need to be on all of these things? Not necessarily, but we do have at least 4 things here, actually 5. I didn't mention one of them. I'll briefly mention it. I just didn't create a slide for it, that can help aid in our gut health and well-being. So we're going to touch on each of these tonight. Okay, number 1 is our collagen. I'm not going to do a deep dive on this because 2 weeks ago, Kim did a very deep dive on collagen and the importance of it and the role it plays in our body. So if you want more information on that, we do have a recording. Feel free to go back and watch that. But collagen can potentially help boost our natural collagen production, which is huge. And it promotes healing in our gut wall. It also helps to aid in digestion and it repairs the gut lining. Okay, probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. Drop in the chat a question mark if you had never heard of postbiotics prior to the Access Prebiotic, or maybe you're a guest on the call tonight or somebody is sharing this with you and you're like, I've heard of prebiotics, I've heard of probiotics, I have never heard of a postbiotic. What the heck is that? I hadn't either. So we're going to go through the difference between all these things tonight. And then I'm going to share with you a simple way that you can get all these in every single day. Number 1, prebiotics are nutrients that promote the growth of good bacteria in your gut. They provide the fuel that probiotics need to do their job. They can be found in whole grains, bananas, onions, garlic, honey, and artichokes. And I'll show you another way as well. Sorry, that's prebiotics. I think I said probiotics. That's prebiotics. Probiotics are the living bacteria that are good for our health, particularly in our digestive system. They can be found in yogurt and other fermented foods, as well as in supplements. Probiotics help keep our gut healthy by keeping the right balance of good and bad bacteria. You've probably heard, that's why doctors don't like prescribing antibiotics anymore, because antibiotics, while they can eliminate a cold or an infection or a bacteria infection, the problem is that it kills all the bacteria, the good and the bad, and we need the good in our gut. And so if you've been on an antibiotic anytime of late, make sure that you're getting some good probiotics in your body. Okay, now what are postbiotics? So postbiotic is actually what is created from the fermentation of the pre and the probiotics. Okay, so it's the byproduct of the fermentation process carried out by probiotics and prebiotics in the intestine. In other words, probiotics feed as probiotics feed on the prebiotics. I said that a little backwards there, I'm sorry. The postbiotics are produced. So it is the byproduct of that. They're basically the waste byproducts, but that is it's very much needed in our gut. That postbiotic is as important as the pro and the pre. But sometimes if somebody is having gut imbalance issues, maybe they have IBS, or their gut just isn't working properly. Sometimes the bile doesn't sit in the gut long enough for that fermentation process to happen. So they miss out on the postbiotics because they eliminate the waste before that postbiotic is created, if that makes sense. So that is an integral part of our gut biome. And so you want to make sure. So what I'm about to share basically has created all 3 for us. Traditionally speaking, these supplements are taken separately and many times in capsule form. Until now, we have what's called the Access Prebiotic. What's really unique about it is there's several things actually. One, it has all 3. It has the prebiotic, the probiotic, and the postbiotic all in one. It's not in a capsule form. So if you're a person where you're like, man, I am so tired of taking pills and capsules, I don't want to see another one for 20 years. Like if that's you, this is a great, great option. So if you look in the bottom right-hand corner here, this is what it looks like. It looks like little beads. They have a little crunch to them. They don't have much. They have like a slight nutty flavor, but not much of a flavor at all. It's great on top of yogurt, and like you can sprinkle it on top of your cereal. You can sprinkle it and mix it in your smoothie. If you're a smoothie person in the morning, you can literally pour it directly in your mouth and just chew it. I personally love to take it with our our trim, which I'm not talking about tonight. That's our collagen product that helps aid in weight loss as well. And I put that on top of my trim every morning, and it tastes amazing, gives it a little crunch. I actually enjoy it more with the Treebiotic than by itself. So the benefits of the Axis Treebiotic: it helps to optimize gastrointestinal health. It supports the gut barrier integrity, optimizes micronutrient synthesis, promotes microbiome diversity, supports the immune function, supports brain and cognitive health, and optimizes overall well-being and energy. And notice how many of these benefits listed are solutions to the some of the signs that I mentioned. Are like, if you're having gut issues, these are the signs. Look at what this helps your gut to do. What this features is a microbiome exclusive matrix. It also has the GOS prebiotic. And these are basically the bacteria that you can find in it. It has a unique beadlet delivery system, no pills, no refrigeration required. That's another thing that makes it simpler. 10 billion cells per serving at a time. That's amazing. It's non-GMO, vegetarian, sugar-free, keto-friendly, and gluten-free as well. Okay, then the next thing we're going to talk about is plant powders. And this is also a huge part in the gut. These three that I'm about to talk about here are meant to be paired with Axis Treebiotic. Now, can you take that by itself without these? Yes. If you're somebody that you do a great job getting the proper amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet every day, that's totally fine. If you're like me though, and you're not, I mean, we're all supposed to be getting somewhere between 7 to 12 servings of fruits, vegetables, and berries every single day. I'm not doing that. I know I won't do that. I mean, it's not because I don't have the desire to. It's not going to happen. So I rely on these to help me get the right amount of servings into my diet every single day. So we're going to talk about each one. Then I'm going to share what's in it and the features and the benefits. So our Phyto Greens are 27 bioavailable and bioactive ingredients, including some marine and leafy greens, adaptogens. Adaptogens, by the way, are exactly like the name suggests. It helps our body to adapt to stress, albeit like emotional or physical stress. So it's a great benefit to take. It also helps to optimize your alkalinity, energy, and your digestive health. The Phyto Reds have 10 highly bioavailable and bioactive ingredients, including polyphenol-rich berries, red fruits, and vegetables to help optimize heart health and antioxidant capacity and vitality. And the Phyto Golds have 7 highly bioavailable ingredients, including fermented turmeric, fermented ginger, black pepper to help optimize digestive health and antioxidant capacity and joint health. Okay, so what are the benefits of these things? The benefits of the greens are they help to optimize, here we go again, the digestive health, optimize alkalinity in the body, energy levels, supports a balanced microbiome, supports a healthy diet, and immune health. And here's what it has in it. It has rich marine and leafy greens, spirulina, chlorella. I don't know about you guys, but if I saw that in the grocery store, I wouldn't have any iota of an idea of what to do with it. So this is the only way I'm ever going to eat that. It also has kale, green tea, parsley, spinach, barley grass. Again, would never eat that. Rosemary, aloe vera, and dandelion. And though I know they're good for me, but this is the only way it's going to get in. It also has phytonutrient-rich fruits like lime, avocado, apple, pineapple, acerola, grapeseed, bilberry, papaya, and then 4 adaptogenic roots and fungi, including Asian ginseng roots, licorice roots, eleuthero roots, and shiitake mushrooms. That is amazing that if you take our greens, you're getting all of that nutrition into your body every single day. Okay, the reds, the benefits are it optimizes heart health, optimizes antioxidant capacity, vitality, supports a balanced microbiome, healthy diet, and immune health. This has 7 phytonutrient-rich fruits, including raspberry, grape, acai, strawberry, pomegranate, blackberry, blueberry, and it has 3 phytonutrient-rich vegetables that include beet. Everybody knows how great beets are for you, tomato, and carrot, and they taste great. Okay, the last but not least is our Phyto Golds. This helps to optimize your digestive health. There's that word again, your antioxidant capacity, your joint health, supports a balanced microbiome, your immune health, and a healthy diet. This has turmeric root, mango fruit, coconut water concentrate, fermented ginger root, cardamom seed, vanilla bean, black pepper fruit, and vanilla bean extract. Again, all of these, and we all know that all of these fruits and vegetables and herbs, they're all important to our health, but who is eating all of that every single day? You find me one person, like I don't know one person that would get this many fruits and vegetables into their diet every day, which is why this is so important. Again, you don't have to take the access with these. However, they were meant to be paired together. They work synergistically together. So I will say this, you're going to feel better if you take them all. Now, what I do, I don't take all of these separate. That's too much. I actually mix them all together. You don't have to do that if you don't like to do that. I mix them all together, and I also mix it with we have another energy, non-caffeinated energy drink that helps with mental focus and clarity called Revitalize. I mix the 4 of those things together. I tend to have it later in the afternoon when I need a boost, but I don't want caffeine because I want to sleep at night. Those are my go-to every single afternoon. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure everybody's muted. Okay, looks like we're good. Okay, and last but not least, we have our digestive enzymes. Again, you guys, I had no idea really what digestive enzymes were and why they were important. So they basically do exactly what the name says. It helps your body to digest food. Our digestive enzymes are formulated with pineapple. It's a special blend of 7 enzymes that help your body to break down food and absorb more of the essential nutrients. So again, if you pair this with the other items mentioned, you're just going to have an incredible, you're going to create an incredible microbiome for your gut, and it's going to help with so many different things. And they all really do work synergistically well together. So you can use the digestive enzymes to help properly digest your food and live clean. It helps you to absorb more essential nutrients. The digestive enzymes offer relief from symptoms of bloating, flatulence, and occasional heartburn, supports healthy digestive function, provides bromelain and pineapple, to support protein digestion. Amylase helps you digest the carbohydrates. Lactase helps you to digest the dairy products that you might be consuming. Lipase assists in fat digestion, and protease helps you to digest protein. So this is what we recommend, is you take this right before your biggest meal of the day. So if the biggest meal of the day for you is dinner, take them before you have your dinner, and it's going to help you to digest your food easier. You'll have less bloating, less discomfort, and you're going to feel better. So those are the products that I've mentioned tonight, along with pairing those with some of the healthy habits that you can start changing to help improve your digestive and gut health. All that to say tonight, if you've joined us, first of all, thank you. Thank you for your time. I hope that you feel more educated in why the gut's important, the role that it plays, and why it's so important to make sure that it's balanced and well taken care of. I hope you feel empowered now with this information to share with other people, like, hey, if you hear somebody complaining about these symptoms, you might feel empowered to say, hey, have you looked into your gut health? Have you had that checked out? And I hope that you feel excited to share some of the solutions that we have in our Modere Health and Health and Wellness shop, that you feel excited to share these products as a potential solution to help people with these problems. So with that, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to see if any